Okay, here goes. I'm gonna do my opening ceremony. You know, got a nice box here just to show you guys. This is a perfect product if actually you have XLR microphones, because that's one of the main reasons why I actually bought this um, Perform V TC Helicon, simply because I got myself a Shure SM no, not SM. SM7B is really the holy grail of all microphones. The ones, the famous SM7B that was actually recorded by the famous Michael Jackson in his studios. I got myself the little baby version of it, the Shure MV7, which is good for podcasting, and it's also a USB microphone, but it also functions as a XLR. But this is what I define one fine day, if we are able to perform live, one fine day if COVID allows for us to perform live again, this would be the unit that would take me to a stage to basically have more fun rather than do online streaming. So this is how it looks like. Actually, it looks like a toy if you ask me. Nicely wrapped up with all the interesting functions here. Okay, just gonna take this out with a crispy bag. Crispy bag. I'm gonna use the scissors. Just gonna tear it out like an animal. Okay. Here we go. It's cutie. It's a cute little thing. It looks very sturdy. I mean, this is designed in Canada, although it's made in China. But I must say, I was expecting this to be much bigger, but it's actually small. If you look at it from the point of view of my hands, and my hands not really big. Hands are actually quite small, so this is actually a very cute little package for you to take if you're going on your way to perform. I think this is fun. So this is where I assume I'm supposed to be plugging in for the ear monitor. There's a small little microphone here to pick up the programming presets from my app. All I need to do is to use my mobile phone to pre-program certain sounds into to this unit from the app itself through some kind of a high frequency sound, and I'll be able to do the presets here. And this 48 volt is basically to take care of the condenser microphones that require 48 volts. So everything is all nicely pre-packaged in here. What do we have at the back? Now this is the one that I'm really interested in. Why I bought this unit really is because I wanted to use this for live streaming, really, to add more color to the performance. But what's also great about this is the day we can actually have plenty of guests coming to the house, and we can have a jamming session. This is where it will be so fun, where I can actually use this to bring more color to just a regular karaoke night out with friends at my place, and they will be so excited to play around with this unit, because they would be able to hear the voices in so many different ways, right? So I was explaining earlier on, you have this button here which is called the double. So what is essentially what is a double? Essentially, if you're into music production, you would know that for most pop music arrangements, when it comes to the chorus, the singer sings sort of like a chorus that's a little bit on the high side, voice may sound a little thin, right? So what happens is in post-production, main choruses sometimes get a double effect. So it's essentially the same voice recording of the singer, and what you do is you actually add a second similar recording, and you double it up, right? So that gives you more depth to, or maybe the right word to use is more thickness, more body to the vocals, which is probably why in a church, if you have one cantor singing versus 20 singers singing the same melody line, it'll definitely sound a little richer versus just say one soloist, right? So if all of them sound the same and they're all singing the same melody line together, you get that double, what we call a triple, quadruple effect. Reverb, I'm sure all you techies would know. It just, I think in layman terms, it's just to give you a sense of space in the room that the person is recording. So obviously, a church reverb would seem vast. It gives you the feeling of spaciousness because the church itself has got very, very high ceilings. So that's essentially sort of like the layman's term to reverb. Echo, I'm sure you know, all you karaoke fans, all you karaoke enthusiasts would know that this is one of the most important things that the layman karaoke enthusiasts would always overdo it in terms of putting up too much echo. So this you can adjust accordingly with just a little bit, and not do too much of it in order to not make it sound too karaoke-like, right? So that's what the functions are. I remember reading the manual. Talk is essentially when you have all your pre-settings and the song ends, you want to actually have no effects and you want to talk to your audience. That's where you press this button here, so that all the effects, you don't have to like switch one by one off and all that kind of stuff. So you just press this and then you can talk to your audience.